You know, that is certainly the kindest offer I've had, but I would probably get arrested. Yes, sir, right there. Oh, well, I'm not thinking about anything like who my vice president would be, because we have a long way to go. We have a lot of tough contests ahead. You know, here in California on February 5th, the biggest state, a lot of delegates are up for grabs, and I'm going to do everything I can to make my case to the people of California, and then we'll get to the next step along the way. Yes, I see that lady's hand right there. Here comes a microphone. I know it's a little bit awkward, but there you go.
Hi, my name's Audrey. First of all, thank you so much. You mean so much to me, how you trailblazed. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly mean it. I do have one question, and I was wondering, why did you vote the way that you did for the Iranian National Guard as far as categorizing them as a terrorist organization?
Yes, it's really an important question, and here are the facts and why I think it was the right vote. The way that the Iranian government operates, and it's important for everybody to understand this, there's really two governments. There's the government of President Ahmadinejad, who we see on TV all the time, and he says these kind of outrageous things. But the real decisions are made by the clerical leadership, by the Ayatollahs. And they control the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. And they have supported terrorism around the world. They have supported Hezbollah, they've supported Hamas, they've been responsible for the deaths of people from Argentina to Saudi Arabia and beyond. They also have been responsible for the deaths of Americans in Iraq, because they have sent in explosive devices, they've sent in technical advisors, and so those are the facts. And I have been against, and vocally so, since last February, President Bush doing anything to cause a military confrontation with Iran. That should not be permitted. He has no authority to do it, and we have to prevent him from taking us to another war. At the same time, I think we have learned about Iran that they respond to carrots and sticks. And designating the Iranian Revolutionary Guard as a terrorist organization, which does, in my view, fit the reality, gave us another tool to use if we pursue diplomacy, which is what I'm advocating. We should be having diplomacy. I think you're better when you go into diplomacy if you come with some things that they might like, with some tough measures they don't like, because that's how you negotiate. Shortly after they were designated a terrorist organization, our military commanders on the ground said they began to see a decrease in the inflow of weapons used against Americans. They began to see the Iranians being a little more cautious, because they do respond to international pressure. We learned that they stopped much of their effort to get a nuclear weapon in 2003 because we had a lot of international pressure on them. So it's very unfair and misleading to characterize that vote as anything other than a view to label them and then use that label to pursue steps diplomatically that can rein them in and prevent them from exploding the region with terrorism and financing for all kinds of organizations that are not only against our interests but very destabilizing. And everyone who voted for that certainly made it clear that it was not some kind of vote to help George Bush. And I think what I've done to make that absolutely clear is to introduce legislation to say that George Bush does not have any authority whatsoever to do anything militarily against Iran. How's Bill? He's great. He's great, absolutely great. And you know, I have to say, He was so excited when I told him where I was coming this morning because we had a whole energy audit done on our home. You know, we have an old farmhouse that, you know, just, it's great to live in. We're about 50 minutes north of New York City, but it was pretty leaky, and our utility bills were pretty high. So we've now moved all of our lighting to compact fluorescent bulbs. We have begun to install, you know, windows with a higher R rating, thicker. We've taken a hard look at everything else we can to try to make, you know, our home, you know, less of a problem when it comes to being dependent on foreign oil. And in New York, where we live, you heat with heating oil, and it is really expensive. So saving money and buying, we're trying to buy a lot of our energy now from the utility that serves us through their clean energy program. So we're buying wind energy, and we're really trying to do things. And so he was so excited when he heard I was coming here to see what the IBEW is doing to be the leaders in the energy transformation in America. Way back there. Yeah, yeah.
Senator Clinton, you indicated that we're in a hole and we need to dig ourselves out. The members of the IBEW are not afraid of hard work. Give us a shovel and tell us where to start digging.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Well, I want to give $5 billion to this effort that you are exemplifying. We may have to, Marvin, send some of your folks around the country to show people, other IBEW members and others, what we can do. And I intend to give you a lot of shovels because I need your help. So many people. So many people. Yes, right there. Yes. Wait, just a minute. Here.
Hi. We are working with the 88 cities of LA County to promote clean air and healthy lung initiatives. And I was just wondering if you could speak a little to the needs of the cities to incorporate sustainability issues in their agendas.
That is such a great question. And, you know, I'm really pleased that Mayor Villaraigosa is here because LA is being hailed as one of the most energy efficient, clean, green cities in America. And here, you know, we've got to do this across America. This is good for rural America because you get a lot of biofuels, you get wind. You know, John Garamendi is a farmer. He knows that there are now farmers all across America who are making money by having wind turbines on their property. And, you know, it's a pretty good deal for them. Well, we've got to do that with everything. You know, geothermal. I've been in hospitals and schools that are, you know, fueled by geothermal energy. We've got to take a hard look at everything, and the cities really can profit from this because we can get energy costs down. You know, in every city in America, we have the residue of our previous industrial economy, lots of toxic sites, lots of even Superfund sites nearby, places that are hard to build on because they're so expensive to clean up, but you sure could put a solar array or you could put wind turbines. We've got to be creative about this. There's a great program up in Oakland that is training inner city kids. You know, Mayor Dellums is a partner in making it clear that training inner city kids to be on the forefront of clean energy puts them to work, gives them job skills and a real future because we're going to grow this segment of the economy. So we're going to do this across America.